My street is full of friendly people. Most neighbors smile, wave, and talk kindly. But one house was always different. It stood like a dark shadow at the end of the street. Inside that house lived an old woman named May and her grown son, Tom. Unlike others, they never smiled. They never waved. Their blinds were always shut, like the house wanted to hide from the sun. One evening, my dog slipped out of his collar and ran into their yard. I chased after him. That's when I saw an old woman, her name was May, standing at the window. She didn't speak. She didn't move. She only stared at me with cold, sharp eyes, like knives cutting into me. My stomach twisted. I pulled my dog back and left quickly. From that day, I avoided their house. When I walked with my son, we always crossed the street to stay away from that place. But deep inside, I couldn't stop thinking. That house was hiding something. Months passed. Then, in late 2021, people started noticing strange things. The mailbox outside May and Tom's house was overflowing with letters. The grass in the yard grew wild and tall, almost waist-high. No one saw them come out. Some neighbors whispered that maybe they had moved away. Others felt something was wrong. Finally, someone called the police for a welfare check. The officers went inside. Soon, the street filled with flashing lights, police cars, and a white crime scene van. Then the truth came out. May and Tom were dead. The news spread like fire. People said Tom had killed his mother, May, and then taken his own life. But the most terrifying part was this: they had been dead for weeks. While their bodies lay inside, my child and I had walked past their house again and again. The thought made me sick. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw body bags being carried out. I smelled that horrible odor that lingered for days. The house no longer looked like just an unfriendly home. It looked cursed. Months later, new owners bought the house. Out of curiosity, I went inside when they invited me. The moment I stepped through the door, my chest tightened. The house was not just dark, it was suffocating. Inside was a mountain of junk. Piles of old books, broken furniture, boxes of dusty records, and dishes stacked to the ceiling. It was a hoarder's nightmare. The new owner whispered as she pointed at a mattress in the corner. A large, dark stain covered it. "This is where it happened," she said. My skin crawled. I couldn't breathe. That image burned into my memory. After that day, I began searching for who Tom really was. I needed answers. What had twisted their lives so badly? Why was May so bitter, so cold? Then I found the truth. Tom had a dark past. Years earlier, he had been arrested by the FBI. He was a convicted sex offender. Everything made sense, yet nothing did. Now, whenever I walk past that house, I feel eyes watching me through the closed blinds. I feel as though the walls themselves are whispering secrets. And I know. Some houses never let go of their dead.
Like, share, comments, and subscribe my channel for more interesting and horror stories.